So in the course of these 5 lectures, or 5 fireside chats on emotion, have I proven that SASHET provides the basic units of psychotherapy, the way in and the way out as they learn how to be real with their emotions? Can we say that SASHET is scientific? That, yeah, it began with a hypothesis and an educated guess. And then over the 40 years, my wife and I did therapy and trained people. We verified it day after day after day after day. And we put it on the table for anybody to examine, as I do right now. Can you see the 6 emotions on a playground? Can you see, like watching a baseball game, when a person strikes out and feels sad, or gets spiked sliding into second base and is angry, or gets scared when they're about to lose a game, or people feel happy and you can see it on the field and in the stands, excited when someone hits a home run, and tender seen with the hugging of the parents after the game with the child, or the whole team when they win the game. So proof have we showed with copied emotions that people get in the real dumps and lose their marriages when they are acting out some emotion that they copy from someone else. Have we provided data in terms of phony, manipulative emotion, like the bag lady that took me for $10? And you can see very frequently on the television, on the screen, somebody being manipulative with emotion. And have we provided enough data in terms of the real traumatic emotions, the heart of darkness, that people get lost in and lose the spontaneity, the intimacy of soul, the beauty that Dr. Paul Bloom talked about in Just Babies? Well, the answer can well be, yes, we provide a lot of information, but no, it's not going out. It'll probably die with Dixie and I. And the reason why they have not become widespread is there's many reasons. One reason is that the several hundred people we trained have become practitioners, not theorists, not people writing in academic journals, not people becoming professors of universities and influencing the next generation of psychologists. So I think here of different people all over the country. Let's take Dave Sweatman. Now Dave Sweatman hides his intelligence by being very witty and being very quick to laugh, but he hides it. But he is a superb chaplain in Northern California. He knows our system fully. He has on the wall of his office, sad, angry, scared, happy, excited, as he's training other future chaplains. He uses SASHET, he tells me, or Dixie, he tells Dixie on the phone, every day with people who are dying or suffering through some major loss, or with families. He does funerals, he does weddings, and he says that people love authenticity. He said, I don't give a lot of religious material, but I'm authentically myself. He may bring a guitar in and talk about emotions. He goes to schools and carries different balloons, sad, angry, scared, happy, excited, tender. But then he tells me, Frank, I will not be passing on the system of liberation psychotherapy. So that's, by the way, I'm going to be in trouble mentioning one person. I could have mentioned the Stubies in Florida, Jim, Paula, Patricia in Virginia, Dave and Zymene in Illinois, Wishart, Gary, Royanne, Stan, and Rose in Indiana. PD in Maryland and Kentucky. People all over the country will probably write me and say, Frank, why didn't you mention me? Well, I'm sorry. But the thing is, people are practitioners. They know how to parent. They know how to love. They know how to relate. They've cleaned up a lot of crap in their identity, if not most of it. So, why won't SASHET and LibPsych go widespread? It won't. My books, particularly one on post-traumatic stress disorder called Black Opal, I had hopes for it. I circulated it around to different veterans groups, hoping that I'd be able to break into the treatment of soldiers with carrying tragic traumas of murder and killing and blood, dismemberment, violence of every sort, IEDs. That was one of my attempts. I bet I didn't sell 25 copies of that book. I gave away probably 25. Efforts of my wife and myself is another reason we won't go widespread. We were bent on being with the people we were with. We also had to make a living. We didn't have access to the journals. We didn't have the credentials to get accepted by some of the journals. So the system will probably die. As for the main reason, SASHET and Liberation Psych will not go forth, I have to say it's the DSM group, the people who combine drugs, pharmaceuticals, insurance, medical societies, educational institutions, have now got a grip on what psychotherapy is. And they look upon talk therapy as some quaint, out-of-date matter. My local doctor said that people coming, this is another reason, he said people coming into his office will be on the edge of diabetes. And so he says, eat vegetables, eat fruits, exercise, drink water, in the course of the day, do work. And they say, no, Doc. I like fast food. I like eating whatever I want. I love desserts. Don't tell me that. Give me a pill. And so another reason talk therapy of our kind will not become widespread is that we live in an instant culture. We've got iPhones that give us the information of all the world throughout all history. We want it right then, right now, and drugs are easier. As one psychiatrist that came to me for his own issues said, I've become a candy man, a drug dispenser. Candy man is a word in the ghettos for a guy that sells illegal drugs. Furthermore, my wife says, and she's very right, that people want, that our system is difficult to learn. Our system takes a lot of thought, a lot of observation, and a lot of personal change. It's deep. It's not just some quick, happy pill. It's not some quick solution that gives you homeostasis so you can hide who you are behind the mask of society. So what is the future of liberation psychotherapy? I don't know. My son says these videos will be online forever. I don't know. All I know, and all my wife and I can do, is to do our best in each situation with a person who wants to return to the beauty of the baby, each person we encounter, and each situation we face. So I don't mean to end on a dead note here, but I want to emphasize that this does take some work. And if you are interested in people and want to learn, I will provide it in the future lessons also. But first and most important is observation of sad, angry, scared, happy, excited, and tender.